Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a review on a Vastfire work light. Now whether I'm hunting or farming, a lot of the action happens after dark and light is essential. Now in the past I've reviewed a lot of different lights from Vastfire. In fact, they have lights for camping, for hunting, for working, for biking, many different options. Today's work light has a lot of unique features. We're going to do a quick unboxing and show you what you get with this work light. Show you some of the features, how it functions, and what makes this set apart from many other lights. And then I'm going to put it to the test. You know, in my reviews, I'm not satisfied with just showing you what it looks like and how it's supposed to function. I want to see exactly how does it function. We'll put it through its paces, do quite a few different tests with it, and then I'll bring you back and give you my final thoughts. Let's get into the unboxing. So the light does come in a semi-hard case. Very nice packaging. Has a handle here that you can carry. Has some really nice zippers on it. Let's open it up and see what we get inside. As you open it up, it does have some nice packaging on it to prevent damage. Here you get your actual light. Take a closer look at that in just a second. You also get a USB charging cable, and it is a Type C. Taking a closer look at the light, again it is the Vastfire. There is the model number. Does have a carrying handle here with adjustment knobs on either side. It can adjust that. On the top of the carrying handle it does have a hook, so whether you want to hang this from something, you have that capability. It does, as you notice, will have solar panel on the back. Now that is one of the unique features. Going to allow this to charge with that solar panel. It also would charge with the USB port here, and again it included that cable, so you have a USB Type C. It also has a USB that would act as a charging port if you want to charge a cell phone or other devices. So the Type C is where you would actually charge the internal battery. The USB acts as a power bank. Here you have your on-off switch, and you have a battery meter. Looking around on the front of it, of course this is LED light. So you have options of white LED, and I believe in the center here is red LED. We'll look at those different lights here in just a second. Again, nice construction all the way around. Would have a place where you can move the handle to a different position to get different angles, but again, that could prop this up by moving your handles in different positions. Again, you can just tighten the knobs, and this handle acts as a stand, and again you can also carry it or hang it with the hook here. So let's talk about some of the features of this light that really set it apart. Not only do you have this built-in solar panel right on the back to give you the options for charging, you can use the sun to charge up this light during the daytime, and then of course use it at nighttime. The on-off switch also uses a dimmer switch, so you can dim the brightness of this light by using the on-off switch. This light also features 3 different light spectrums. In the brightest blue-white setting, that runs up to 6500K. In the medium bright white setting, that runs up to 4500K. And if you want the soft white light, that's around the 3000K. Again, you can cycle through using the on-off switch here. 3 different brightnesses or the look of the lights, whether you have that yellowish look of the soft white, the bright white, or the blue white, which is the brightest setting. You can cycle all 3 of them using the on-off switch. The last thing it has is the row of red lights. You have the option of putting them on as a solid red light or a flashing red light. Let's check out the on-off switch and I'll show you some of these functions. So you can simply click your on-off switch. As you can see, the indicator, we're about 3/4 charge here, right from brand new. That is the brightest, that blue-white setting, and I don't want to blind you there. But when you're on that, you can simply click again. Now you can see it's noticeably softer white, and that is the soft white setting. One more click is going to give you that bright white. That's around the 40, maybe 4700K. So there's 3 different looks that the light offers. Another click is going to give you a red strobe, and last click is going to give you the solid red, and you can see that's just in the middle row here. One last click is going to turn the light completely off. Now let's check out the dimmer option. If you click that on, again, you're on that blue-white, the absolute brightest setting that this light offers. But if you press and hold, the light will actually dim, and you can change the dimness of the light by holding the on-off switch. When you let it go, it stops. You can press it again and it'll brighten back up. At any point you can stop. If you press it again, you can dim it down. So those are the different features and functions of the light, but now I want to test it. It shows on the brightest setting, on the max setting, that this can last up to 4.5 hours. I want to test that. So I'm going to top this battery off, make sure it's fully charged. Then I'm going to set up a time lapse here and show exactly how long it'll last. Will it last up to that 4.5 hours that it was advertised as? Let's check it out. I first fully charged the internal battery on this work light to make sure I had a full charged, and I set up a time lapse. The work light indeed lasted 4.5 hours. In fact, it lasted 4 hours and 45 minutes. Next, I put the light out into the direct sunlight to see if the solar panel would charge this work light back up after it was fully depleted. And after about 6 hours, or approximately 6 hours, I had a fully charged light simply using the solar charger. Next, the light is advertised as being water resistant. I wanted to test that out, so I set it out into a heavy rain. In fact, I set up a time lapse again, let this light go for several hours in the rain, and the light passed with flying colors for several hours in the rain. Well, I've been impressed with the Vastfire lights. I've been using a couple of them around the farm here for the past several weeks. I put them through a number of different tests to test the duration on maximum light or on high power. Lasted 4 hours and 45 minutes. Put them out in the rain. They held up to that. These lights are loaded with features. That has that solar panel in the back. If you're using them in off-grid or you just don't want to use electricity to charge these back up, those solar panels work great and relatively quickly can fully charge these lights. Now these lights could serve many different purposes, whether you're using them as a work light in a shop or maybe at your home, or you're keeping them in your vehicle as an emergency light. Periodically, these lights could be placed up on the dash and the sunlight could charge them back up to make sure you're always fully charged. They could also be extremely handy in a camping situation. You could light up your campsite. Of course, they have that hook. You could hang it inside your tent from up in the ceiling. Remember, these lights offer 3 different light spectrums, or cover 3 different light spectrums. In fact, they have that red light, so that's actually the 4th. But these lights also serve as a power bank. So if you are camping or in any other situation and you want to charge your smartphone or other devices that take USB power, you have the option of using the built-in power bank on these lights to charge your devices. So I've been touching on a lot of the positives and the good things that I noticed about these lights after using them. But are there any cons? Are there anything that could be improved to make these lights better? Well, there was one that really stuck out to me. And although I think these have a great build, it's a pretty hard ABS plastic. The construction seems to be very good. I was most worried about the solar panel in the back. I'm not always easy on my equipment or my tools or my lights. They can get thrown around or tossed here and there. The solar panel has held up great, and I don't think it's easily broken. My biggest con or concern would be with the carrying handle. It's also made out of some sort of plastic. To me, the handle's pretty flexible and pretty flimsy. And although it worked great for me and I did not break any handles on either of the lights, I feel it's a weak point in the construction. I would really like to see maybe an aluminum handle or at least a sturdier plastic handle. The handle that's included with these lights definitely has bowing and flexing if you put any type of pressure on it. So those were my final thoughts, the pros and cons as I see it. Lots of positives. I've been quite impressed with these lights. I already mentioned the only con I see is the handle would be a potential weak point in the build of these lights. I'm going to be placing a link down in the description to these lights if you want more information or maybe you'd like to purchase one for yourself. If you have any comments or questions, maybe there's something that I totally missed or you have a question about, please feel free to put a comment down in the comment section. I enjoy hearing from you and I try and get back to each and every one of you. I also want to thank you for watching. and we'll see you in the next video.